Hello, everyone. I'm Rob Smith of Smith and Black with the Strat Time Report. We still got some tight rangers out there, but let's take a look. So, oops. There we go. So, SPY still 2 up, 2 down on the week. We know that. Tried to get hit in the morning a little bit here, and they couldn't put them away. And then if you go to your 30, here's where they really got them going here. They stop them out, and then 2-2 reversal. And then the 2-1-2 continuation. That's where they got them going. And now we're inside in the 30 again, but trying to back off. So really tricky here to see if we can get an outside day, or do we back off here on the 30, which we're trying to do right now on the new flip. That's why we always watch those new 30-60s, right? So right now it's starting to back off. So not too exciting really out there, but we'll take a look here. You got Qs trying to be an outside day as well. Just tightening up on that range on the week is the problem. But once again, you can see the lower low and the higher high. And so the problem is with these 30s, if we start coming back into here, we go back into no man's land, and then we might have some inside 60s and some lunchtime snoozers. But we'll see. If we go back to the SPY 60, not only do you have this 30, but here's the potential issue here, is the 2 up, 2 down on the 60 and back down into here. And this was an outside bar. So not out of the woods just yet. If we go to the Dow Jones Diamonds, very similar. So all the futures looking similar, but potential outside days, but now getting countered by the 60s. So we'll see small cappers here inside on the 60. So now backing off on an inside 60. Looks like they made it to an outside day. So did their job. Stop them out. And the problem is, once again, if we drop back in the middle, no man's land or worse. So we'll see. If we go to crude, it's crude day, and boy, it's been a wild ride over there. Let's go to your 15er. Oh boy, 2-2 reversal down in there, and then here coming back through and seeing broadening formation, vicious in here. But some nice moves depending on how you can catch them, and maybe a nice 5er, something like that. We'll see. It's a nice 3-2. We'll see. But what that's doing is it's throwing the stocks around, because XLE came out strong. And here, and then started getting into the chop shop, and not as vicious as what's going on over there in the pits itself. But we'll see. We have some strength out of there. We had APA just going into the highs. So all that kind of stuff we've been watching for a while. So PXD just went in the highs, but now backing off with the market coming in. Keeping an eye to see how far this goes right out the chute. Here, okay, we'll see. So they triangle these guys out. Question to come down through here. We'll see. We got some strength out of China. Baidu came out firing out of the gate. Now we'll see, mellowing out here just a tad, but nice day here. Momo hammer, that's a 2 hammer up, and boom, and off she goes. Still an inside week, and now just kind of mellowing out. And that's one of the things that we've seen. We've seen a lot of action and then like no action until the close, which is a bit of a problem in summer markets with tight ranges. Baba also trying to come up in China. So a nice little move there. Looks like Rev Strat day. 1, 2, 2. Pivot machine gun, stop all these guys out and going for an outside week. But now stalling out as we get into the lunchtime hours. JD also came out firing, now just mellowing out. We'll see. If we go to BILL. BILL, just gap and sit. Well, holding its gap, trying to get out of here, but had nice move so far, but we'll see. It's still inside week, and it looks like inside day. GCT, all sorts of fun over here. And GCT still moving around a whole bunch, so some real nice moves in here. It looks tight on here, but if you go down to like a 15er, there's some nice moves in here. Boom, up into there, and then even this 2-1-2 back down. That's 33.10 down to 32. Not a bad little move there. So there's some nice moves in here, but this thing's still moving around, and that's really all we ask in this type of a market. It's got some strength also in some 2-2 reversal in the IBB and Labu and all those kind of fun guys. So we have some nice action going on in some of these things. You got Sava. Savat now drifted on the 15er, but had some nice moves in here. Look at that. Rev Strat 15er, boom. Opened the day with a nice 30 too. The inside 30 and boom, off she goes. Now just kind of drying up as the market continues to back off here on the new 60. If you go to Sarepta, and Sarepta, yeah, having a nice little day too, but now backing off at the market, so we'll see. Trying to go inside on the Suey inside. No, not quite inside, so it would be a 2-2 reversal if they start to bring these in. ILMN over there, also having a nice day on the 2-2 reversal back through the previous range in the bios. If we go to AGIO, and AGIO also nice and green on the day, just stalling out on the new 60, so we'll see if that sets up again for us. Always like coming back to the previous range like on that day there. Jazz Farm. And Jazz Farm having a nice green day, and that's staying firm here right now, so we'll see if that sets up again. There was a nice 30 in here. Right there, inside 30, and boom, off she goes. And taking last week's highs out, going outside on the month, so we'll see. Having a nice day there is Jazz. If we go to some of the solars, ENPH. And ENPH, not totally blasting, but had a nice opening. So we'll watch all these together in Sedge. Here now backing off with the market, FSLR. And now backing off at the market. So this is what I was talking about here. So we might get a tone change with the 2-2 reversal on the 60 and the 2-1-2 30 and go back into this mess here. And that's how I was curbing a lot of my enthusiasm on the upside here because of that. We've got tight ranges, we're in conflict with the week, and so not uncommon to come test the lows, test new highs, and then come back in here and meet all over again. And looks like that's what's going to happen here. So if we go to Netflix, and because we're just coming off these highs, that there's not too much on the downside just yet, but we'll be watching for the things that start taking out the morning lows. All right, Netflix starting to back off, just had a nice 3-day up into there. MetaBuddy had a nice morning to go outside day, but now stalling out with the market backing off. If we go to FLIC, and FLIC, that's not it. That's garbage. ENVX. And ENVX just steady walking, and that's kind of what you want to see here, because you got a little bit more up into here. You go take these guys out, all right? So far so good there. Market coming in. STZ. And STZ, just an inside day to the upside, and then chop them up a little bit here, so we'll see how that sets up. But right now, we just had a little spike in T-Moose and Squirrel. See what's going on there. TMUS spiking a little bit. It just gives you an outside day, but more importantly here, 2-2 reversal on the 60, right as we started off. That's why we say mind the flip. Every new hour is like a new day to us. Here's your new day. Now, if you can see anybody who takes out the morning lows, that's somebody who's going to get my attention, because they are in trouble. They got what they wanted. The market rallied back. But as soon as you have the 2-2 reversal triggered by the combination of the inside 2-1-2 on the 30. So that's when I teach like the gapper list and stuff like that. That's what I'm talking about. This is what you want to be looking for as far as combinations. And that's why if you're just set on the gap list or whatever your universe is, and you just go to the 30s and 60s 10 minutes before the top of the hour and 20 minutes after the bottom of the hour to see what the new 30-60s are going to set up, you'd seen this right as I explained it to you. Inside 30, 2-1-2 reversal, and if that works, it triggers the 2-2 reversal on the 60. Like I said, not too much on the downside just yet, except for the Gapper, Nordstrom, still corpse. Just kind of sitting there though, and AAP coming down here. Now just still in the opening range, so not much there. So, we keep an eye on this crude because it's really bouncing around. These things are really moving around. But for right now, we got a tone change live for you right here. It's also simultaneous because if you go to the QQQ, 2 up, 2 down, let's go to the 30. 2 up, 2 down on the 30. Now that just takes that out, so we want to see if this gets any worse and how bad it gets. On our gapper list, you do have INTU. There you go. The 2 up, 2, 1, 2, and boom, down she goes on the 30, and if that works, let's get that inside 60 going into the gap we go. So we'll see. So for the rest of the day, can we reverse this, or we're going to drop back into the middle and just rot? That's what we want to find out. Or anybody taking out the morning lows. And then if we next hour, if you can retake this to the upside, then we can go back at all that strength I just showed you. All right, it's going to do it for today. I'm Rob Smith, Mr. Black. Strat time report.